Hey everyone, we're back. How is everyone tonight?
Are you ready? Because it's a doozy.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Everybody get ready. Get your stuff before we start and then sit down because it's a doozy. I got 2 cups going tonight.
I just have an extra large cup going tonight.
Okay, so I went from not drinking coffee last week to doing 2 at once.
Yeah.
Either I have coffee issues or something. I don't know. Hello,
Uh,
everybody. Hello. Yes, a 2 cup night. I have not done that yet. That's the first time.
so, what is everyone prepping this week?
Oh, I am prepping space. I'm organizing.
Space.
Space, yes, I'm organizing, and I have done such a good job so far, but I got a long way to go.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make more space by consolidating and redoing and probably overanalyzing, but I'm getting it done. And I have spent now 3 solid weeks in the basement. Today, one day, I have an exterior pod, so I was in the pod all day today, just getting my extra stuff from the basement, not food, but my
Right.
extra stuff from the basement into the pod on shelving so that I can have more room in the
Mm,
actual basement for the food.
right.
So I've done really good at that, but yeah, I'm prepping space. How many of you have done that? I
Right.
think we all do that. We all do that, right? We're all balancing our stuff, playing Tetris and everything else.
Yeah.
So, what are you guys prepping this week?
Well, me, I went to Target and I cleaned out the last of their candy because it was like 50 to 70% off. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I did. And TNT, they are repackaging their food. L. Jane is doing pet food. Treasure Seekers, they're paying their credit cards off. Sweet Tea is buying building material. Uh, Kentucky Tara is doing meals in a jar. Michelle Lockhart is canning vegetables. Let's see.
A. Carson tripped over the pasta. Okay.
Tara, she's a cold medicine. Yes. KY Cat is dehydrating frozen veggies. Okay, Cindy, you were able to prep canned kitty food and litter. Beautiful. Oh,
Uh,
71 Baby J, trauma kits and meds. Awesome. Dale is canning tomato sauce. Beautiful. Oh,
and
and
for the one,
Lackey, you are organizing the pantry just like you, Trish.
nice. For the one who was asking, am I going up and down stairs all the time and creating buns of steel? Yes, I am. I have stairs, but that's my exercise, so I'm okay with it. Boy, I'll tell you, my legs are screaming though. Whew.
Michelle is cleaning out one of her dad's spare rooms to continue prepping because her car is full. Well, you did what I did. I'm utilizing the cat room as now my extra pantry. So good on you.
Hey, you know how before I was having problems with my phone, right? And we don't seem to be having a problem with my side of it tonight, right?
Right.
So I'm on a different phone, but the other phone that I normally work on, that I usually do it, it's just constantly spinning right now. It will not do it. So it's amazing how my other phone is working just fine, and this one is the one that gets messed up. So if I'm a little behind in the chat, that's why. But at least you can hear me this time.
Yeah. Marilyn has put 200 pounds of rice into containers and she paid off her house. Very awesome, Marilyn. So proud of you.
Very nice.
Backyard Rebel is getting the garden bedding down. Awesome. Butterfly is doing extra meds. Prepping MREs, throne room survival. Awesome. Love it. Candy is doing dehydrating more eggs and putting up some more wood. Oh, Awakening Warrior, you're prepping more space as well. Awesome. Dawn Marie, she's doing organizing as well. Awesome. Awesome.
Nice.
Rashida, she's canning. Okay. Faisy, vitamins and medical items. Buy one, get one on vitamins at Walgreens. Thank you for the heads up. Chocolate and water for Green Thumb. Cleaning supplies and Thanksgiving stuff for Mary Wilson.
How much was that on the vitamins?
Buy one, get one. Buy one, get one.
At Walmart?
Walgreens.
Oh, Walgreens. Okay.
RCX is more beans, water, and installing a rain barrel and solar lights. Awesome sauce. I love it.
Nice.
Oh, Awakening Warrior, you're also doing root cellars out of coolers. All right. Jenny has harvested 200 pounds of sweet potatoes.
Wow.
I love it. And Lupe, you're doing spices and foods. Awesome. Ooh, JG, making pumpkin flurry. Yes. Wilson 16 is doing pet preps.
Hey, TL's on.
Yeah, she's on. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And Dirty White Boy is doing turkeys. He said he was going to.
You want to fly one of those bad boys up here? That's fine by me.
Yeah, right. Wow, you guys are really getting it. I love it. This is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I know I'm blurry. It's the camera on my laptop. It sucks. What am I going to do? So, and you're securing yard perimeter, Jen. All right.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So you guys are really, talking the talk and walking the walk, which is what I like to see. I like that.
Very good.
I'm doing the same here. Oh, and Stephanie Joe, you got a buddy heater. All right.
I'm looking into one of those. How does it work? I know it's off of propane, right?
I don't know. I've never had one.
I'm looking into one. I was seriously considering it. I don't know enough about them, but I heard that you can hook them up to a 20-pounder. What is it? Yeah,
propane.
20-pound propane tank.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, I may stock myself some propane. I'm not sure yet.
Get it now while the prices are still.
Yeah. They're not bad here yet, but I was considering it.
Yeah.
I'm doing more canning this weekend, so that's where I'll be. I'll be in the kitchen canning.
Yeah.
And then early in the week we're doing firewood. We've already got it ordered, and so we're doing quite a bit. So, in addition to all the up and down the stairs, I'll be stacking firewood, moving it back and forth. At least it'll be some good exercise, right?
Yeah. All right, guys. So what lessons are we learning right now by watching what's going on in other countries? For example, China has notified their people to start stocking up. And why do you think they said that? Do you think it's because of another possible shut-in?
Well, I heard that they notified the, not the people, but let's say the towns, the municipalities, whatever they want to call them there, that they needed to stock up for their people. But then other people are saying, no, they actually warned the individuals. I don't know if they did or didn't. But they're telling their people that, hey, there may come a time when you need it and you may not be able to get it.
Right.
So my question is, why aren't they saying that here?
I asked myself that very same question. I mean, is our government going to say, hey, with all the shortages that we're seeing,
Yeah.
why don't you smarten up and get your asses out to the store?
Right. No, the only thing they want to concentrate on is whether or not little Johnny has a Christmas present.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
I think that's terrible.
Right. Buy him some food, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Stop what you need. And if you're going to buy something for Christmas, that's fine. I get it. People do it. But buy something that's prepping related.
Right.
You may need it.
Right.
You know, you never know.
Right. And like Larry just said, I think there's something way worse coming. Yeah, Larry, I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah. And I've said it, for a year now. It's the end of this year to the end of winter.
mhm.
It's not going to be good.
Right.
You know, and I'm consistent with that. I've said it all along. I'm still saying it. The end of winter to the end of this year, somewhere in between the two of those. And you know, it's not just about the dollar falling; it's everything.
Right.
Um, really, seriously, look at your pantries, find your gaps, whatever they are. Do what you can on a regular basis to fill those gaps. It's
Right.
not easy. It's not cheap. I know. I get it. But do it and keep
Right.
doing it, because the key to building a really good pantry is consistency. Even if it's $10 a week, it's just consistent. Do
Right.
it every week, and don't touch the extra. You know what I mean? Just get what you normally get, but don't touch the extra that you're putting in the pantry until you really need it. You'll be grateful that you saved it. You'll be grateful that you were consistent. Just keep doing it.
Right. I mean, even if it's just $10 a week in dry beans, $10 a week in oatmeal, $10 a week in rice, $10 a week in instant mashed potatoes, $10 a week in bottled water, $10 a week in something.
Right.
Just keep that $10 a week going.
Yep. And if you have a canner, can some chicken, can some hamburger, whatever it is that you eat, make sure you can it first. You cannot can everything, but do what you can if you have one.
Mhm.
And just remain consistent. If you cannot afford a canner, that's fine. Buy some canned meats. Just put them aside, assuming you eat meat. But just be consistent with whatever it is you do, and you will stock a fairly good sized pantry in almost no time.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So definitely, if you're in the Tennessee and up range, be thinking about energy and
Yeah.
heat, whether
Yeah.
it be firewood, whether it be oil, whether it be propane, whatever you use,
Mhm.
because it ain't getting any cheaper from here on out.
No, I mean, even down here, it's expensive. I mean, we do get cold here.
Yeah.
To the point where, yeah, I have jackets, I have a hat, I have scarves and stuff like that because it does get cold here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
we are preparing for grid down for cooking and stuff like that. You know,
Right.
I the only thing that I have not stocked up on yet is cords of wood. I have bags and bags of wood chips, stuff like that I've purchased at Royal King. But other than that, I don't have cords of wood yet.
Well, you'd be using it for cooking outdoors, not indoors. So
Right on.
you
Right on.
don't need a ton. You need something, you need more like kindling, good size, but
Right.
you don't need cords necessarily. Unlike my region, you definitely do.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to be doing, I think we're doing 3 or 4 cords
Right. Right.
next week. So anyway, somebody was mentioning here a few moments ago about not knowing how to can, and they wish they had somebody to teach them how to can. Cindy, you know what? Sutton's Days. She's awesome at canning.
Or Homestead Heart. That's where I learned.
Yeah. At Sutton's Days, I learned from all of her stuff. She does some fabulous things. Some people don't really care for her, but no, she really is good. She teaches you the right way to do it. And so look online, and if you want, email me, and I'll shoot you some links on some really good videos. So don't be afraid of it, I guess is my point. I've been doing it for about 1.5 years, and it is brand new to me prior to that. And I have now done a massive amount. And so don't be afraid of it.
I'm very sorry to hear that, William. His girlfriend's daughter has the Rona, and they're making them test 2 times a week for the next 2 weeks. Sorry to hear that. I hope she feels better soon. I really do. Yes, the Needy Homesteader is also very good at what she does when it comes to canning. Yeah. Yeah, she's
awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah, and Rose Red. Yeah.
Yeah. The Needy Homesteader, she's absolutely fabulous. Rose Red, she's great too. Yes. All of my ghee that I have done, as a matter of fact, I did another case today of ghee. So all of the ghee that I did, I learned that from Rose Red Homestead, because Sutton Stays will not do it. She doesn't do that kind of rebel canning. But Rose Red does. And I really like her because, well, first off, she's older, right? And she's been canning forever. So she lived through all of the stuff that she's been doing, So her stuff is tried and tested, and she's still alive. Doesn't kill herself. I tend to not listen to or watch too many canning videos if the people are really young. I want them to have done it for a while before I'm going to try looking at any of their stuff. But yeah, ghee is absolutely fabulous. And I use it on just about everything as a main cooking oil now. So.
No, I don't have baby advice for you on how to be a grandma. I'm not a grandma. Sorry.
No. Neither am I. Not happening. Oh yes, Mary's Nest also. She's fabulous.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's really good.
Okay.
Wow, Candy Olson put up 4 cases of ghee so far. Awesome. Awesome. I think I'm on number 11 now.
Oh.
I wouldn't do so much, honestly, but you can't pass up free butter. They when the in this neck of the woods, this time last week, all the power was out, and it was out for just a day. But at the pantry, they couldn't do anything with certain things. The butter had to go.
Yeah.
Okay, it went in my cooler. No problem. So, I'll take it. If anybody has ever left butter out on the counter during the day, real butter, it's perfectly fine. So I don't see why they couldn't put it back in the fridge or turn the fridge back on, but I guess they had some kind of regulations on that one. So I just grabbed it.
So what does everyone think about what's going on in Queensland, Australia?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing, huh? And I don't know. I did see a video about something coming up for early December, right? We can't say what it is. I don't know where I stand with that, but I definitely stand with them.
Yeah.
We have to.
I just think it's terrible that their homes are being confiscated. Their land is being confiscated.
Right.
If they don't pay this fine, these tickets.
So do you think that we can get those fines here? Do you think that those very same things can happen here?
Oh, absolutely. And here in Florida, because people were being fined left and right. And DeSantis actually said, yeah, no, that's not going to happen, and squashed all of them and kicked it all out. Yeah.
Okay, so bank accounts.
Bank accounts frozen. Yeah.
Right. So bank accounts, homes, attachments,
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. Do you think that can happen here?
Honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When something seems to happen over there,
Yep.
It's like a trickle effect.
Yep.
Domino effect, if you will. Comes right over here.
Right. It's really makes you wonder, though. You know, you work all this time to pay off your house, to pay off your car, to have some money in the bank, to do whatever you want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
And they turn around and say, you got to get that, or get a fine.
Yep.
What? Really?
Yeah. I mean,
okay. Proud mom wants to know what happened over there.
Well, in the video that I did earlier, it's in there. It's draconian, really. They're literally, okay, if you go within out of a certain distance from your home and you get caught, you get fined. If you're outside for more than an hour, you get fined. But they're not just fining you, they're giving you like a ticket.
Yep.
And the what is it, Queensland? They've racked up $5.2 million so far in these ticket fines.
Right.
And they're suspending people's licenses, taking away their homes and their land. And there's a few other things that is happening to these people. And they're, until these fines are paid, they're not getting this stuff back.
And how high are these fines? Do we know?
No, I couldn't find that information out.
Because I'm sure they're not $25 to $75, right?
Not if they've racked up $5.2 billion. No, or million, however much. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're charging people tickets or fines, call them what you want.
Yeah.
For not obeying it to the letter of the law. In other words, even if, so they're under lockdown, even if they're on their front deck outside.
Yeah.
How are they doing that? Drones? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be, because how else? You can't have cops stationed at everyone's home, just like, you know.
Right. Neighbor reporting neighbor. Haven't we said all along that would be coming? Because
oh yeah,
that. They did mention that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If it's neighbor reporting neighbor, they're probably getting paid to report their neighbors. I don't know. I can't confirm that. I'm just saying.
It wouldn't surprise me.
If they go outside of their chartered area, whether it be a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, whatever, kilometers,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, they get charged. And if they don't have those charges paid by a certain time, a certain date, then they go after anything you do have until you pay them.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, unbelievable.
I know.
So
it's the most absurd, outlandish thing I've ever heard of in my life.
There's a good question here. Are they fining farmers because they have to work outside? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would love to have these answers. And a few of our subscribers live over there, but I haven't heard from them because I don't know if they even have access to social media anymore.
Right. Right. Yeah, that was one of the things that they were saying. There was another video that somebody put out, and I want to say it was done from there, but I don't think it could have been. I think it was a video phone call that somebody recorded and then they put it out. But it was of one woman standing there talking about what is going on in Australia. And it mentioned the big P word for, what is it, December 4th through the 12th or something like that.
I don't know.
So anyway, they want people to stand with them. They want people to protest anyway. Yeah. And to stand with them. And there's a certain date and time. I believe it's December 4th, but I could be totally wrong. It's the beginning of December. So just the idea that this would happen is unbelievable. But
I know.
the QR code system is fully embedded there.
I know it is.
Fully embedded. And they cannot do anything without it.
I know.
So once that is fully accepted there, because the people are so badly beaten down that they can't fight anymore, because they took all their weapons, right? So they literally can't fight. They have no way to fight. And if other nations, people in other nations don't stand up for them, they're done. And if they're done, once one country collapses from it, the next one's going to be targeted. I'm sure it already is.
Oh, I'm sure.
So if they can do it there, they can do it here.
Yep. And yeah, Lady Casco, we all need to stand up. But
Yep.
our voices over here, they're not going to give a shit about what we have to say over there. They don't care. Their people are protesting so much, so loud, 24/7. And look what's happening. Not a damn thing. Us Americans can scream it from the mountaintops. They don't care about what we have to say. They got cops that are enforcing this shit. It's bad. I'm sorry. But do I have a feeling it's going to come here? Yes. But to what extent? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh, it's definitely coming. I think it will be in full force, honestly. I mean, I'm praying it isn't, but I think it will be. Because I think there's not enough people willing to put their necks on the line. Really, I think we're outnumbered.
Yeah.
I think, a lot of people got the shot early.
Yeah.
Early on. And they didn't fight it. And the ones that maybe were hesitant finally caved. And many others, like us, are holding out.
Yeah.
But I have a bad feeling that we're outnumbered.
Yeah. Oh, of course we are. But even if, I mean, no one gives a crap about what we have to say because they're going to do what they want to do regardless.
Well,
regardless.
Yeah, but
if it's not hurting them, what do they care?
Yeah. Well, I think that's true, except when people fight back, they are afraid of that. They are. Just like, that incident that happened on January 6th. They were afraid of that. They really were.
They might have been afraid, but did it really change anything except for their...
People didn't go far enough with it, and I think that was the issue. That was the issue. So it's a tough one.
Yeah.
But nobody wins a war easily, and this is a war, whether people want to believe it or not. It's a war for our freedoms, and if you want it, you got to fight for it. And I say that to myself too. We got to fight for it.
It's just awful. I don't want to have to worry about losing my home because they keep handing out tickets. I hope it doesn't come down to that, but I just have this god awful feeling. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Hair Market Salon? You're right. Land of the free, only if you are brave. It used to be only because of the brave.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Just like innocent until proven guilty. Not anymore. It's guilty until proven innocent. I mean, there's just so many.
It's been that way for a long time, though. The justice system has been, invaded many, many years ago.
Oh yeah.
Once you could start paying off judges, and don't tell me they aren't.
No, I know that. Yeah, I've heard stories.
Oh, it's incredible. If you get the money, you get the power, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I saw that. Oh, thank you, Brandy. Hear the people sing from Lisbon. Yes, yes. I saw that her video. I didn't get to watch it yet, but I did save it. The prepper nurse had a video, Land of the Free, but only for the brave. Yeah. Yeah, I saved the video, but I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah. So with regard to the comment about tyrannical takeovers and disarming the citizens first, we know that. So what's it going to take for that to happen here? Martial law?
Oh, God, I don't even want to think about that. No, I don't think it's even going to be martial law. I think that the track that we are on right now with the shortages, I think that what they're going to do is they're going to starve us out. And it's going to affect everyone, but it's not going to hit people like us of the like-minded yet. But it's going to hit the people who are so in far left field, the people that have their head in the sand. It's going to affect them first. And then 2-3 years down the line,
yeah,
it'll start hitting us.
Right. When food starts to run out, right?
Right. When our preps have run out.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yes. Starve us out, Cerveza. Yes. Starve us out.
All right. So I got a little story to tell you. I went to the store this week. I have not noticed many shortages in our area until last week.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've mentioned in the past was with the food pantries that they were going to be, and they warned us ahead of time, running low on meat, running low on flour. They are. But what I found amazing, I went to Walmart the other day. I went to Target too. Target, and I would have taken pictures, but my phone had not enough juice to even get me home, and be working, let alone take pictures. But Target, the first 3 aisles of walking in were wiped out. So my question was, what's missing? And they tried to blame it on Halloween candy. 3 solid aisles of Halloween candy? I don't think so.
No.
Not a chance. So then I went to the appliance area because I was just walking by, right? So their kitchen area is not that far from the front of the store, which I am used to it being a little bit further in. It's not. So I'm at the kitchen appliance area, and it's not big appliances, but your toaster ovens, your coffee makers, that section. Okay. They have ones on display, but there are none on the shelves above or below. So I thought, that's odd. Maybe they're setting up a new section because it, was in a weird spot. So I asked, you have coffee makers, but do you have any coffee makers? They're only on display. And she said, yeah, they were around the store. What they did, because they're boxes, right? They're fairly big boxes,
Yeah.
all those things. They took them and they put them in the holes throughout the store. Yeah, they're trying to take up space in other areas.
What the?
No joke. So, aside from that, I left there kind of, scratching my head, but I know what's going on, and I'm not saying anything. I go over to Walmart. Well, first off, and I was also at Target looking for canning jars. Other than 2 cases, wiped out. None. So I took the 2 cases and left. So I go over to Walmart. This was fun. I go in the door, and you know how the first thing you do is you grab the cart and then you go in the next door.
Right.
There's no carts in this section at all, but there's a lady right at the door handing out baskets. I just looked at her and said, what I'm getting won't fit in there. And she said, you're going to have to use it though. Why? There are no carts. Okay. Are they outside somewhere? And she said, no. What do you mean no? She said, this morning, first thing around 6 a.m, they had whoever was working corral all the carts that were outside and put them to one side of the parking lot. Okay. She said, and then some truck came by and packed them all up and took them. So the only carts that were actually available to use were the ones that were in the store at the time at 6 a.m. and currently being used. So now when I go at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there are carts, but people are using them in the store and not many of them because they picked them up at 6 a.m. and there weren't that many shoppers in the store at 6 a.m. They're making you use the little baskets. Don't you think that's a form of rationing?
Absolutely.
You can't take anything big or many of anything with a little basket unless you're juggling them along the way. Yeah, parts. So I said, okay, wait a minute. Did they take them away to clean them, disinfect them, replace them, whatever? She said, I don't know. So, no carts, guys. That's a weird one. Yeah. And that was Walmart.
What?
So fine. Okay. I walk in and I'm walking around and I'm looking at what's missing. I still wanted to get more jars, knowing that I would have to carry them. But okay, so I walked over to the canning area. They had the little ones for jelly. They didn't have any others. I did notice 2 or 3 boxes of lids, so I grabbed those fast. And I got some other things. I got like food saver vacuum seal bags. I got a few things like that. And I got a multi-slicer for like vegetables so that I could use my dehydrator. Anyway, no carts. If you can't if you can't bring the goods to the register, you're not going to be buying much.
I don't know how to take that.
Yeah, neither did I. And I'm walking around the store going, okay, I've never been in Walmart with one of those little bags. Little baskets ever. So what I took away from it, honestly, is I think that they're getting so ready with that QR code. Now, I can't prove this, but this is just my take. That they are going to go to the system that says you can't come in the store anymore. We'll deliver it to your car. Yeah. When you buy online, they're going to do the pickup outdoor.
Right.
You don't need a grocery cart. I think that's where they're going. I can't prove that, but have you ever walked into a Walmart and not be able to get a shopping cart?
No, that's
Yeah.
what.
I thought that was a new one. You know, we're all looking for the holes. I didn't expect it to be shopping carts.
What the heck?
Yeah. So is that a form of rationing? I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
You're not getting much, right? Or you got to do multiple trips or whatever.
and that's a
So,
pain.
huh?
That's a pain to do multiple trips just because you can't.
Sure. But yeah, so the first thing I asked is, okay, are they outside and they just don't have them indoors? And he said, well, you can go look, but to our knowledge, no, they were all taken this morning. You know, so there's people that are coming out of the store and you're having to grab onto their cart in order to have one because there just aren't any.
Great. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hadn't been shopping in about a month. So that was a real shock for me. I'm like, what? So in walking around the store, the baby section, don't
Yes.
bother. Don't bother. Because I was also looking to pick up a couple of packs of baby wipes and things like that. No. There were some pull-up diapers and stuff like that, but not much of anything. The meat section still looked good. Not great, but good. Then again, though, you can't carry much to the register.
Yeah, not with one of those tiny ass baskets.
Nope. So I
I'm
think that's,
wondering if they're going to do that here.
yeah, I think that's where they're going. I can't prove it, but I'll call that rationing because you can only get so much in a trip. Interesting.
Yeah, I know, Terry, that Aldi with the you have to pay 25 cents to use their shopping carts.
Yeah. Yeah, we have that. Well, you're paying it, but you're getting it back when you go and you bring the cart back.
Yeah, I know.
That's just so that you don't leave the cart in the parking lot. And I can't blame them there. So Kay Thomas mentioning joined the Walmart Delivery Club, took a 3-question survey. How many people in house, ages, and any babies or pets, any streaming services?
What?
Really? Yeah, that's what they're saying. This is Kay Thomas saying that.
That I'd be like, none ya.
Yeah, exactly. Right? None of your damn business. Yeah.
Wow. That's balls. That's what that is.
Hey, here's a good one. Okay, little hummingbird. I like this. Bringing their own foldable shopping cart in the
Yeah.
trunk of your car. Great idea.
Yeah. My mom has one of those. She has a little red one.
That's a great idea. I
Yeah.
do not have one. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think you're going to have to do that now. Wow.
Holy cow. I would have. And that's on the Walmart app?
Apparently.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to try it. Walmart delivery. My mother had a foldable shopping cart. Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm going to try it. Where's the app?
I won't get the app. I'm not doing it.
I'm just going to look and see. Walmart delivery.
Green Thumb mentioning stocking up on toilet paper, paper plates, paper towels. You know what? I can't find paper plates. The only thing we can find here The really thick, heavy glazed plates that you would normally use around holidays, or the styrofoam ones. We can't find paper plates anywhere. I've been looking. Usually you can find like the 500 pack and it's not super expensive. Nothing. Not even in the small version.
And shipped. That's
Yeah.
it.
Lead by example. Bring your own luggage to Walmart. There you go. That's a good idea.
I'm not showing a Walmart delivery app. I see Instacart and shipped.
Oh, good. K. Thomas wasn't truthful with household numbers. Good. You don't want them collecting information on you.
Yeah,
You know?
it's like what is that thing called?
I mean, hell, type in the number 99. If they let you use 2 digits, put in 99. Let them think you get 99 monkeys living in your house. You know? Come on. I don't care.
Yes. Okay, let me try that. I'm gonna try it. I want to see what it asks me because now that's interesting. Rat bastards.
Yeah. Cassandra saying they'll call social services on you if I say there's 99. Yeah, they probably will. That's fine. I don't care. Aluminum foil, hard to find. Must be all those tin foil hats. Well,
It says I have to make a thing with the an account. I don't have an account with Walmart.
yeah, you don't want one either.
Calm down, Autumn. Listen here, Bruce.
Listen, I had to convert to the big bars. Okay, I'm not calming down. I had to convert to big bars. That is my way of calming down. Bars and 2 cups. One on the warmer, one in my hand. I'm cold today. I don't know why.
Well, it is cold out.
True. TL, thank you. Yeah, nicely done, huh? I'm telling you, I went for the big bars. The problem is I'm not a big chocolate eater, right? So normally one of these bars will last me a year. But not lately. Not lately. Not at all. I used to be one of those people. I'd break off a corner of it and I'd wrap it up and put it in the freezer. I haven't touched it again for a month. But not so much anymore. Ooh, dollar store for the paper plates. I have not found any.
Yeah, I went and cleaned out Targets, but yeah.
Yeah.
Karen wants to know, how did your week without coffee go?
My week without coffee went really well. I didn't have a headache at all. Matter of fact, today is the first day drinking coffee, and I'm serious about it. I'm really serious about it.
Cindy, you did not gain 5 pounds from eating chocolate. I don't want to hear it. Do not blame me.
Yeah, so I think the reason why I did well on the no coffee is I switched to hot chocolate, and I think there's a fair amount of caffeine in that, right?
Oh, true. Yeah.
So I think that's why. It's not like I just went to drinking water. I don't think I've ever done that. Although I have that too. I'm well stocked over here.
You know, as for Black Friday with the shortages and high prices and whatnot, I don't know. I have never been one to do Black Friday shopping. I cannot handle crowds, let alone people climbing over at each other and fighting each other over, I don't know, a paper shredder. I can't do it. You know what I mean? It is
Yeah.
insane. It is absurd. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would rather pay an extra $10 for said paper shredder than to go shopping on Black Friday. And the reason why I say paper shredder is because I need a new paper shredder. So, you know, it's getting ridiculous. You know, I'll never forget one time I worked Black Friday because I used to be a vendor for Walmart. Okay. And we had to, I had to work it, and it was just the most ridiculous thing. And I'm sitting there, you know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning and they're getting ready to open the doors, and they had these huge pallet. And this is when Blu-rays first came out, and they had this huge pallet of Blu-ray players. Okay. And they had a display, because I was a movie vendor, a movie, CD, and book vendor for Walmart. And they had a display over here of Blu-ray and DVD movie, and another one over here and another one over there. And they opened the doors, and people literally trampled each other because the Blu-ray player, I believe it was a Sony Blu-ray player. And one woman actually lost her life because she got trampled to death over a Blu-ray player. No, thank you.
Right.
I will stay my happy ass at home.
Yeah. One person
Don't be ridiculous.
One
Don't be
person
ridiculous.
One person wants to know, how do you do Black Friday shopping without a shopping cart? Good point.
It's called Manic Monday or whatever they call it. The Meat Monday.
It's called juggle.
Yeah. Yeah, I do online shopping. You know, they have, what is it called for the Monday? It's Black Friday, but it's done on the Monday.
Yeah, Manic Monday. Yeah.
Is it Manic Monday or something like that?
That's what I call it.
You know, yeah. I don't really care.
It's probably Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday, yeah, whatever. Yeah. I don't really care. I'm not leaving my house for that, you know. Have you ever seen the lines accumulate outside of a store?
I couldn't be bothered. I hate to shop anyway. So put me in a building of any size with a ton of people. I'm so not there.
Yeah, no, I will have a panic attack. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. That wouldn't necessarily happen to me, but I'm a people watcher, so you know, I love to do that. When I get there and I see crazy people, I'd rather just find a spot to sit.
Yeah, I just don't see the reasoning for.
That's way more entertaining for me if I'm going to be there than actually participating in the brawl for shopping.
Yeah,
not worth it.
I mean, I'm too much, not for nothing, but I'm too much of an introvert to worry about going to get and save a few dollars on something so stupid. You know what I mean? I guess it would be different if the kids were little and we wanted to get the toy, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Well, I mean, even for me, I'm an extrovert completely, but just the idea though of being around a bunch of crazy people just to save a few bucks, it does not make any sense.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But there are those that love it. They do it every year, and yeah, they save a ton of money. True.
Yeah. But like even with the Black Friday shopping, okay, if anybody wanted to, because Raised Bed Homestead just said, do you want to talk about China? If anybody's going to go out Black Friday shopping, all right, let's go out Black Friday shopping. And while everyone's going crazy over the PS5s,
Yeah.
let's make our way over to the grocery side.
Right.
And clear out.
Yeah.
Over there.
It's hard to do without a cart. But we were talking about China earlier, and the whole issue.
Yeah, because China's telling their people to stock up for a year.
Right, right.
Well, we're way ahead of that. Well, us of the prepared mind, we're way ahead of that. But our government is not going to tell.
Yeah.
These are people to do that because they're trying to starve us out. They could give a crap about us.
Yeah.
They don't care.
There's a lot of people that may be new coming on here and they hear something like that and they're like, wait a minute, what do you mean they're trying to starve us out? That's the reality here. If you don't have food and you don't have that little thing that they demand everybody get, you're not going to be getting what you think you want to get at a store. I mean, just the fact that the grocery carts were missing and you only get a little shopping basket now.
Yeah.
It was a shock. But let's just say that that's a fluke. Let's just say they have new carts on order. Wouldn't you think they'd be coming in before they take the other ones away? Instead of then turning around and blaming it on, oh, we don't have enough employees to bring them inside. Well, they're not out there anyway.
Yeah.
Right? So someone was asking, why would Walmart be doing something like this? Don't they understand what's going on? Walmart, though it may be an Arkansas company, they are heavily in bed with the government and China. Don't think they aren't. Don't think they aren't, because they are.
What? Wait a minute. Lottie, look what she just said. They are trying to get people here to take a tablet. You mean like a pill? What the?
Where are they?
She's in the UK.
To take a tablet. Geez, I wonder what's in that. What kind of tablet? I don't know anything about that. That's a new one.
Yeah, really. Hey, Lottie, can you explain a little bit more, hon, please? And Kentucky Tara just said the new pill, the red pill. The UK has a new pill from the issue. From the issue? What?
Are they trying to medicate you now?
Pfizer has come out with a pill.
Oh, in place of the injection booster. Really? Really? Well, that's kind of silly because you can just flush those down the...
Yeah.
Right?
And I would, too.
Sure. After you crush them. But yeah. An oral vax. I have not heard of that yet. Huh.
I mean, our leaders are discussing it too. Kay Thomas, where are you at? Because if that's true, I'll literally just throw it the fuck out. I don't care. Sure, I'll take it. Dink. And just flick it.
Well, I mean, probably because the injections themselves have to be kept at a certain temperature, right? And so I would assume that it's to make it more efficient so that they don't have that issue. But at what point are you taking that? At a doctor's office, or are they going to force one down your throat now?
I mean, I don't know, because it's like you can go to any Walgreens or CVS to get it, so
Right. But does that mean you can't take it with you? Because
Probably
maybe
not, because they want to see you,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
jazz hands, stick your tongue out, that type of thing.
Right. I mean, but I'd be one of those ones to be taking one of those to put it under a microscope and find out what's in it.
I know, right?
I know I tend to overanalyze a lot, but you know what? It's never done me wrong. Um,
Rumors are it contains ivermectin.
really?
That's what Wendy just said. Yeah.
Contains it, but what else does it contain?
I don't know.
Mm, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I function perfectly fine health wise. I'm not taking anything.
No, no kidding.
So Tony, if they watch me swallow it, I'm getting in my car. Uh okay. Well, uh but yeah, I don't know. I don't see the pill thing, but hey, who knows? Somebody asking, have we seen the story about the British Medical Journal story on 19? Researcher blows the whistle on data integrity issues in Pfizer's thing. Um, no, I haven't seen that one. Cyan
I
says,
saw what you wrote.
I think eventually the injection will be administered through water supply or food supply. Um, I think with that, it will be those little nanoparticles. And I think they're already working on that with regard to vegetables of all kinds.
Right.
I don't know about the actual injection stuff. Maybe,
Right. Right.
maybe. But the nanoparticles for tracking, absolutely.
Right.
Because that's their real big thing to begin with is the tracking. And we
Right.
knew because of the little tracker thing that they want everybody to download onto your phone.
Right.
And my answer is, what phone? What phone? I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nikki just said you got the package from me.
What?
Nikki. She said, "Hey, you got an ABG package."
Oh,
So it
oh,
must have been on the doorstep.
oh. All right. That's unusual. On a Friday?
I sent it just the other day.
Oh, usually I get it on Monday or Tuesday.
Well, I had to, because Andrew's home,
Okay.
so I only have a car when Sean's home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Thanks, Nikki.
can we talk about Jack Dorsey tweeting us to be in hyperinflation very soon? Yeah, that he said that, and it's almost like he was. For some reason, the elite are giddy about this,
Yeah.
and they're all building underground bunkers. They're
Well,
all giddy and all happy,
yeah.
and it's because they can afford.
Well, they need the tax write-off done in the right year, right? So they're making sure that it's done on time, but also that they put their money somewhere because if the dollar does tank, and as I've said, it's gonna, then they might as well spend the money and put it into something that could potentially save their lives, right? It's a form of insurance, really. But they're not just doing metal bunkers underground. They're doing ones that look like hotels. They're
Yeah, I
nice.
know. I've
Yeah,
seen them.
yeah, they're really nice. So kudos to them on that. But
I mean, these underground bunkers are bigger than my house.
right,
For
but
crying out loud.
the thing is, they still have to get into them, right? So unless they have a direct lead from their house underground into them, which many probably do, you still have to get into them. So you have to know ahead of time when to do it, unless you're going to do it because of rioting and stuff like that. Well, at that point, you'd probably have plenty of time to get into it because you'd hear about it on the news first, perhaps, or friend of a friend, whatever. Versus if it was a nuke kind of situation, right? You're not going to know.
No, I know. It's just ridiculous. I mean, when he put that out on Twitter and said hyperinflation and blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, you moron.
Right.
You moron.
You don't know about it. So it's nothing new. I think part of it, the reason why he did that, is he's known to create chaos, right? I mean, that's what these people want. They want order out of chaos. They want it in their order. And they would much rather that we be divided than be united, right? So if you're going to cause chaos and a panic, that would be a problem for many people, right? You're not going to maybe think properly or spend your money properly. You're going to do something that may, I don't know, the smart ones are prepping food. Right. Yeah, I think we'd all love a bunker, sure, but.
Right. But like someone just said, oh, but the earthquake and you have a bunker underground. These people that we're talking about, they're moving out of California.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, for example, Kim Kardashian is one of the ones that is having an underground bunker built right now.
Yeah.
She's not having her bunker built in California.
Yeah.
It's in Wyoming. Mm. So, there's just so much that's going on right now that a lot of people don't know because honestly, I don't know if they just don't care about it. Like, okay, as a content creator, okay, there's things that we keep up on about other content creators. Okay. And there's like other content creators that, made it big and they moved out to California and stuff like that. Guess what? Those ones that made it big and moved out to California, guess what? They all moved out of California. And now they live in like Wyoming and Colorado and stuff like that. And guess what? They're all having these bunkers built underground under these mansions that they all live in Wyoming and Colorado and Montana and stuff like that. They no longer live in California.
Yeah.
I wish I could have one built here if I could only afford something like that.
Well, you can't do one.
But I live in sinkhole country.
Right, exactly. You can't.
I can't even have a cellar.
Right.
Well, of course she said she hated Wyoming. Because do you honestly believe that she wants anyone to know where she's really going?
Right. It comes down to this. Would you want to go into a bunker? Do I have a good echo here or what?
An echo? No.
Okay, I do on my end. Would you want to go into a bunker for any length of time and then come out to what?
Right.
Really? I mean, what are you going to do? Go under there for a year or 30 days? You're not going to know, truly, unless you got a really good feed to get all the info.
Right. So, there's so much going on, like with the elites and stuff like that. They're not doing what you think they're doing.
Yeah.
They're more prepared than you realize.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And a lot of it is being funded by the higher elites.
Yeah. True. I gotta wonder, do those bunkers float? I mean, I know they're underground, but do they float?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know.
Pods float. Just saying.
Well, my mechanic is building me an ark, so I'm kidding.
All
No.
I need are ropes to hook myself to the top of the pod, and I'm good to go. Yeah, so I don't know. Somebody was asking me about China, and probably the reason why I'm being monitored so much, but they were asking about the potential for WW3. And I
Mm.
don't think that that's really going to be the case on China. I think if something like that happens, it's Russian. But that's just my opinion. People got to remember that as much as China doesn't like us, we don't manufacture anything. We really don't. We haven't manufactured anything since Bill Clinton sent everything overseas, right? China is very much dependent on us buying stuff, and we're very much dependent on them making stuff. So, yeah, they don't like us, the government. The people probably like us more than the government. But when it comes to the other country that begins with an R, they like us a whole lot less. And they do anything to take us out. China, I don't know, kind of half and half on that. They need the products to be bought. And everything we have is made in China or Thailand or Japan, but it's mostly China.
Mm-hmm.
And there isn't anything that's invented and made in this country that is then put up on the internet that isn't then copied by China and discounted massively, right? They replicate everything. So, you can't make something in this country. It doesn't matter what it is. If you try to sell it online, China has a way to make it cheaper, make it faster, make more of them, and offer it at half the money.
What is this?
Is that from, yeah. Yeah. Is that, so that's December, correct?
I don't know.
Um,
The 9th to the 11th. Hey, Carrie, can you elaborate, please?
I mean, I heard about the beginning of December and there being an issue. I did not hear anything about the 9th to the 11th if it's November.
Huh.
November.
Okay. Tony just said, thinks it's a trucker worker strike in November.
I don't know. I mean, I know they did one in Australia, but how well did it go?
Oh, yeah.
And with everything else that we're hearing about Australia, I don't think it went well if they're, seriously doing it. And it makes me wonder.
It's November. Here.
Okay. No, I didn't hear about it. I wonder where it's being talked about.
High Wire?
Uh,
I don't even know what high wire is.
I've heard of it, but I can't remember how I heard of it. Is that on your end?
Yeah, it's my Instapot. Dinner's
Okay.
done.
Just making sure it's you and not me. All jobs, not just truckers, really?
Hmm.
Like a big walkout?
I don't know.
Huh.
This is
No.
the first time I'm hearing of it.
Okay. No, I have not heard about it. I'm not dependent on another source of income from another job, so no, I don't know about it. Did not hear about it. Hmm.
Hey, Carrie, can you post a link or even email me a link? Okay, my email's in the description box.
Huh.
Oh, Bob said it's on CNBC as well.
No, I've not heard about it.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. No buy, no work strike.
I'm down to 1 cup now, guys.
Yeah, it's about to get real.
Oh, wow.
And it's supposed to happen here.
Huh.
Is that right? It's supposed to happen here between the 9th and the 11th.
I don't know. Wow.
Have I ever looked up the definition of crypto? No, I don't do crypto.
I do.
But where in the US, Tony? Where? All over or just specific areas? Like, you know how last year with all the rioting and the looting and all that stuff, you know how it was like in specific areas. Is this going to be just in all right, so Steph said all over the US. All right, but it's not going to be on every street, in every town, every city, every county, every borough, right? So what is Del Big Tree, Susan? I haven't heard specifics, just general rumblings. All right, well, if someone could email me what info you guys have, or even put links in the in the comment section, all right, so people can know what's really going on, because I haven't heard about this. Look up definition of crypto, may surprise you. Jason?
It won't.
I heard that it's BS. He is trying to run America into the ground on purpose. All the corrupt powerhouse elites are, I believe. You're not wrong, Jen. Everything's causing a huge shortage. Look at us. Look at us.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that we've had to go out and get more things than we really truly wanted to buy faster than we really wanted to buy them.
Yeah.
It any easier, really, and I'm not talking about hoarding. Just knowing that you're going to need these things, it doesn't make it any easier.
No.
But we're trying to get them while they're cheaper, because we know they're not going to stay cheap for long, and they're not really cheap to begin with.
Right. They're giving free phones to those not on 5G and putting everyone on it.
So there are phones that have recently come out made in Germany. Amazing. And what is the very first thing that's on it? QR codes.
Of course.
One for each person. Right? So it's the app. So the actual QR code for you, because everybody is assigned the QR code. I was shocked. Nikki found mine on Facebook. I do have a Facebook account. She goes and she looks at something on Facebook, and next to my name in her contact list is the little QR code. I was like, wow, okay. It's the first time I've seen it. So we're all assigned one some way, somehow, assuming you are on social media at all. And I have a number of social media accounts, although honestly, I rarely use them. So just to have it there makes me wonder. And yes, so Germany has made these phones, and supposedly, now this is the rumor, supposedly they're going to take the QR code and have it on every phone prior to passing them out to people. And that, instead of putting it on this phone, would be your way to go shopping or identify, self-identify, have your registration, your birth certificate, your everything on it, so that you can't say, well, I don't have a cell phone. Now you do.
Son of a
The
bitch.
question is, are you going to have to pay for them? Are you going to have to pay for the service? I don't know. Is it all connected to Starlink? I'm sure it probably is. Are you going to have to pay for it though? I don't know. My gut tells me you probably won't. They'll probably make it that easy that you don't have to pay for those, but you have one automatically.
This is
And
like the Obama phone all over again.
right. So what I'm told is that there were several billion, I heard 7, but I don't know if that's correct or not, billion phones made, already set to go out. To go out where? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to go to governments, to regions, and then be passed out when people have to show up for them because they're given a notice that, hey, we have your phone for you with the QR code, with all the stuff on it, just show up. And if you're, if you've had that thing, then you just pick up your phone. Again, I can't prove that they're free. I don't know. I just have been told that the phones were all made, created, and supposedly, I don't believe this part, it's going to do away with Apple phones. I doubt it. I doubt that very much. Because what's the point of doing away with iPhones? What's the point? I think you would still have your regular phones. I think you still have all of that, but this would be the little one that they would use for all of that, so that nobody could say, well, I don't have a phone. So again, it's what I'm told. I'm not saying it's accurate. It's what I'm told. So if there are 7+ billion phones out there, all made in Germany, all ready for every human being, if that's correct, that means you're only getting them if you've had that wonderful little thing, and that would have your info. And at that point, they would probably have your registration, your birth certificate, your everything on there for you, or you'd have to download those. I'm not sure. I don't know. Just what I heard.
Has anyone seen Tom tonight? He's normally Chatty Cathy in here, and I have not seen him at all.
Yeah, I got an email from him earlier.
So did I. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just, when I don't see him in here, I get concerned.
Yeah, I haven't. Sorry.
Yeah, Tom Vickers. Where is he at? Has anyone heard from him?
Tara, the issue with taking the phone and selling it to buy preps, I don't think you'd be able to, because it would have your ID attached to that.
Yeah.
So you want to be careful on that. And I think the only way you're getting that anyway is if you have had that little thing. But that would be a way of them tracking you, because you probably couldn't turn the locator off. That would be a way of having all your information on one phone. That would be a way of making sure that you got that little thing before you're going to get that phone.
Right.
You know,
No,
it's fine.
Tara, he's not in Australia. He's in
He's in the UK.
yeah, he's in like England. My friend David got his ID. Okay. What ID, honey?
Yeah, Cyan, in the case of most phones, you can't take the SIM card out.
Or the battery.
They're
The batteries
sealed.
are internal now.
Yeah, they're sealed. You can't do it. You can do it with flip phones and many other things. That's why it's always handy to keep a few of those flip phones around. We call them burner phones, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always good to have. All right, and the phone's not doing what I want. Oh, Dave got his ID stolen. Now he's just Dave. All righty. No. Yeah, no, TL, you cannot take the batteries out.
I can't even take the battery out of my phone, and my phone's new.
Yeah. I like the old ones where you could take the back off, take the SIM card right out, take the battery out, and boom, you're off. But they took care of that about 5 years ago.
Send a pigeon. Stop it, Tara. I feel
No, the last thing I want is a lot of pigeons in my backyard.
no, or we're like Harry Potter and having owls.
Yeah. A lot of people trying to get a message to Trish this week and see a whole flock of them in the backyard. You walk by the window and one of them cracks into the pane of glass.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
You know what, Lola? I still have a landline. I'm not ashamed. I am not ashamed. I have a landline.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Oh God, by 2030 they are stopping all air travel. I have papers directly from shut up, Awakening Warrior. You are not no. 2030
No.
is the target for making life illegal. That would not surprise me. It really wouldn't.
They're trying to do that now. You know,
Yeah.
come on. Anything and everything we're trying to do in life, they're trying to make it illegal. It doesn't matter what it is. Stock more than what? How many days of food? It's illegal.
Yeah. Sweet and spicy, what's going on? What do you mean no one replies back to your questions? I haven't seen anything, but then again, it's so hard to sometimes see everything.
Sweet and spicy. I have a hard time reading the chat, so I do what
I know, so do I.
If we missed anything, say it again. That's all. Put it in all caps if we missed it.
Cyan has been hunting down a phone booth for his yard.
Yeah, you'd probably make some money on that deal.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. But you'd always have the smart aleck that's trying to break into it for the change. So, you know.
I don't know how to put the chat on slow. Let me see.
Nikki, oh no. Oh no, what?
Yeah, I don't know how to do
It must
that.
be about pigeons in the backyard. It's got to be.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I really don't.
Put the chat on slow. Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right now my internet on my phone just keeps spinning anyway, so it's about as slow as it's going to get. Honestly, if I miss something, sorry, just put it in caps and I'll do what I can.
Really, Janet? Buffaloes fart? Yes, honey, we all know. I know.
Gail asking, do phone booths still exist? Yes, you can go to any town dump and you will find one. That's true. They do exist. And if you go to the town dump, you will find one. Where? I don't know. It's there, though. You know, you could always create one, make it look like an outhouse. Put a seat in it. Just saying. Put a phone with a really long cord. You could always make one. Charge by the minute. I don't know. Oh, my TL, time for cake. What kind? I'm there. What kind? You got to share. Come on. Even got Autumn's attention on that one.
Well, oh.
I saw that look right after.
Carrie, stop it making farts illegal. With the You guys are getting gross now. I saw red phone booths in London when I was there in 2019. Yes, I've seen those.
Wait a minute. Nikki's going to be traffic control for the pigeons? What?
According to Marbury, yes.
Yeah, well, nobody needs to get a message to me that bad. Nobody. When I start seeing the helicopter overhead with the little ladder hanging from it that I need to jump on, that I'll do. Okay? That I'll do. Because then I know it's really going to hit the fan. Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen. Texting the word FREEDOM to 53445. No.
What is that? 53445.
I don't know, but you know what? I'm not doing it. No.
Well,
I'm not giving them my
I don't
number.
get it.
Well, yeah, but ultimately you're giving them then the right to text you back. And since the government is monitoring text these days, no, not doing it. Thanks anyway. They can, you know, do a video or something to let us know what it is.
Oh.
All right. Paula is dehydrating broccoli for instant soup.
Oh.
Now, my question is, when you dehydrate the broccoli, what do? Put it in a jar, put it in a Mylar bag. Do you use an oxygen absorber or not?
I have mine in mason jars.
Okay, but did you put anything in with it or did you just suck air out of it? What did you do?
I dry canned it.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Paula, what did you do?
She powders it, she said. I powder it.
Oh. No, I don't know if I want to do that. But Nikki really loves broccoli. I think if you just fed her that and chicken, she'd be happy. So, so I'd love to know what you're doing with the broccoli and other ways to save it. Yeah, I didn't think you'd use an oxygen absorber simply because you're not getting 100% of the moisture out. So, okay, no oxygen absorber, but can you put it in a Mylar bag and just seal the sucker up and it's good for how long?
I
I
did
don't want
mine last year, so I don't know.
to use glass jars for something like that. Um, you know, because I'd rather put it in something that's you could put in a tub. Um,
Dry canning is something you do in the oven, Lottie.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Some people do it. I know you've done a lot. I'm not a big fan.
Hmm. I do
Uh,
it all the time.
well, I'd love to know what to do with broccoli. Like I said, she loves it, and I'd love to be able to find a way to preserve it longer term.
You can buy dehydrated broccoli. From well, is does anyone know if Augustin Farms is up and running yet or no?
Well, it was 90 days, right? So no, there's no way.
Okay, because Augustin Farms has dehydrated broccoli.
I had heard something different about that whole Augustin Farms thing, and I don't know if it's true or not. I had heard that they were taking on government contracts to do a lot of food for them.
No shit.
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. And I thought, my gosh, if that's true, then that would stop them from dealing with everybody else because usually when you do government contracts, it's exclusive for that period of time. So that
Yeah,
would have to say, no, we can't do it for anybody else for this period of time. Right. So I don't
right.
know. I don't know. They said it was because of shortages and having a hard time getting a hold of things. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Um, but if they're doing it to do a contract for the government, that's interesting.
Rose's Nature just said pickle your broccoli. She has pickled cauliflower too.
Mm. Well, I'm not a big fan of pickles, period. So, no, no. I want it to taste like broccoli.
Well, I mean, dehydrate it. I have, and you know what? It. I still I have mason jars full of it.
Really?
Yeah,
All right. I'll
yeah.
have to take a look at that one of these days. Show me it, you
All right,
know.
hang on.
Um, oh, you don't need to do that now. My goodness, that's not what I meant. Um, yeah, so I don't know. It's one of Nikki's favorite things. So I'm trying to find a way to do it. And while I can get it reasonable and cheap, I thought it would be a good way to do it. Um, so I'm a big fan of Mylar bags. I'm not a big fan of glass. I mean, I do the glass for meat, but all right,
Okay.
yeah,
You see this?
yeah,
You know the big bags of the frozen vegetables? It's called the California blend,
yeah.
right? And it's got uh, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots and stuff like that in it. I dehydrated it
Yeah.
and I dry canned it
Okay, so
on August 28th of last year.
all right, so my question is, that's a pint, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
This is
so
actually, I think, half a quarter of a bag. And
well
you
that
know
was
how big those bags are, right?
well, no, I don't. So that's what I'm asking. How many pounds of it was it to begin with?
Okay, how many? Does anybody know how big those bags of the Bird's Eye California blend are? Does anybody know how much they are? How big they are? Just offhand. I
No.
mean, they're huge bags, huge.
Okay. I'm used to the little 1 pound bags and stuff like that.
No, these are humongous. Okay, like you know how big those bags are of the malto meal cereals?
I think I've seen them. I've never gotten them, but
Okay, think like that,
okay.
but full of frozen vegetables.
Really?
Yes. This is a quarter of one of those bags.
All right. What does one of those bags run you, money wise?
$8,
$8,
if that.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's
Portia just said 4.8 pounds. So this is a quarter of one of those bags.
okay. Well, all right. So about 1.25 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Dehydrated and dry canned
Now,
last year.
any idea how much energy it takes to do that though?
This is when I first started dehydrating vegetables. And there, I put a bay leaf in here because bay leaves keep pests away.
Yeah.
That's it.
So no oxygen absorber, right?
No.
Okay. And then you dry canned it. What was the purpose in the dry canning part?
Because when I first started canning, I was told that when you dehydrate food, if you don't have the Mylar bags, which at the time, I didn't have Mylar bags with oxygen absorber packs. All I was doing was canning.
Okay.
I was told to dry can. So that's what I did.
Okay. All right. I think I'm a big fan of Mylar bags, so I'd probably still do that. But
right. But at the time,
yeah,
I wasn't Mylar bagging it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right.
You know what, Portia? I don't know if it's better to dry can or to Mylar. I guess it's both the same, but at the time, this is, so this is a lot of vegetables right here. This is broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, California blend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to know you can do it because I know you can't can normally, pressure can broccoli or cauliflower because of the sulfur nature.
Right.
So I was looking for a way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So at least you know that, yes, you can do it. But I mean, it's just another avenue, and this has been in here since August 28th of last year.
All right. So Paula, I have a question. Why are you powdering it? Why? What's the purpose of powdering it? To do it like in shakes, or what's the purpose in powdering it? I wasn't sure about that. I mean, unless you really want it that way. I mean, it's good in soups, I'm sure, but I want the actual chunks.
Mm-hmm.
Store is easier. Okay. All right.
Instant soup. All right, Paula. Yeah, that is, yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe perhaps do some. I don't know that I do it all that way, but okay. It's good for variety.
Yeah, Linnell, you can water bath canned vegetables, but it's only recommended for high acidic foods that you water bath can.
Yeah, I would not, but okay.
No, Jen, what are you talking about? Did you see his post? Bosco Blue. Who is Bosco Blue?
Paula's mentioning mix the powdered in with rice. Okay. Yeah.
No. Government sent out letters a while back to Augustin Farms and others. Mark Augustin, was on TV religious program and shared information. It was about confiscating dehydrated food from them. What in God's name?
Well, I haven't seen the letter, but that wouldn't shock me. I'd be more concerned about going after their database of clients that they've sold food to. Right? That would be more of a concern, not so much confiscating theirs, but
Right.
other people's. Or even just the name of the people and their addresses, where they were shipped to.
Right.
Yeah. That's why you know, we all buy stuff online, and, you know, um, when you do that, it's a, it's a, it's a tough one. Um, so I've not bought anything from them, actually, from August
Right.
and Farms. I mean, that doesn't mean I haven't bought August and Farms. I just haven't bought it from them. I like to walk into a store and get what I can.
Hmm. Want to know what's coming? When you get a chance, watch Teresa Grinnell of New Hampshire, who's in the medical field, who was arrested with others. Ah, yeah.
Paula, I'm with you on the cheese and broccoli soup. Yes.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
still don't want to powder all of the broccoli. I still want some chunks in it, one way or another.
Okay, I'm not doing crypto. I don't.
Yeah, you can get off the crypto part. We get it. I know what it means. Um, people do make money on it though in the meantime, and I think that's the name of the game right now, is make it where you can and diversify your assets as much as you can.
Government buying it to create panic and shortage, supply and demand. Exactly, Brandy.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. But to shut them down for 90 days and say it's based on supply issues, that may be. It's probably part of it. Um, but um, if it's for where are they going? For the purpose of just taking it so other people can't get at it. I don't know. Maybe they are.
You're the only one that cannot find hams. I haven't looked for a ham yet, and I will be this weekend coming up.
I haven't been looking.
No.
No.
Can you talk about what potatoes did yesterday, mandating companies with 99 or less? I would, but because I have two strikes against me, I will not, because I'm not going to get caught with another medical misinformation. Not doing it.
So mandate is not law, but the companies are wanting to do it because they're wanting to not get the 13,000 and change for a fine per employee. That's what they're doing. So they're trying to take down as many businesses as they can and make as much money as they can. And how did they get to that number, 13,000 and change? If you divide it by 20.5, which is the number that you would use for 30 days of a calendar month, 20.5 is the amount of business days. So if you divide the amount of 13,000 and change, which is the actual amount, now it's 13,000 and change. I don't know the literal amount. It's like 13,300 or 13,500 and change. And you divide that by the number of actual work days, which is 20.5 in a month. And that's because of some months being 30, some months being 31. You come up with one number, one specific number, 666. Sick. Isn't that interesting? I found that interesting.
Um,
Like what? They're really just putting it out there now. So yeah, they're looking to find every business for, not having that. And it's per occurrence, per person. So that can be jacked up pretty quick, right? And it can be millions per company. So that's what that's all about.
the French are going to stores that are forcing passports, filling their carts and leaving them.
Yes.
What the heck? Susan, I didn't hear about that. Did you heard about that, Trish? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I've watched actual videos in France where people are not even being able to get a cart to go into the store. But if they are, and they manage to get past that line, and they're walking around the store, they're being asked for their passport. Yep. And if you don't have it, they take the cart. So you can't buy anything. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Yep, that's coming here. I guarantee you that's coming here.
And Chandra just said, did you see what she said? Historically speaking, when governments quickly stockpile foodstuffs, they do it ahead of an anticipated conflict to feed soldiers.
Yes, they do. That's correct. They're not doing it to feed us. Don't think for a second that they are. How can they find companies if it's not a law? That's a good question. They're still doing it. How can they make you take it if it's not a law? They're still doing it, right? They're getting away with a lot of things.
Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder how long it will take until they come after professional licenses.
Well, they're already coming after companies' licenses. I know because I own a company, and yeah, they're going after the business licenses. You know, they've done it in other countries. How quick until they do it here? Well, when I get the notice, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But what I heard is they'll go right against the business license if you don't pay the fines.
Right.
You know, and once you don't have a license to operate anymore, you're not going to be. Would they go after nurses' licenses? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. But once you're out of work, once you're out of the places that you're currently working, whether it be a hospital, nursing home, or whatever, yeah, you may still have a license, but how do you now work somewhere else?
Right.
Because you go to get hired somewhere, the first thing they're going to ask you is, are you,
Yeah.
you know, that would be a tough one. Dirty white boy. Yeah, if they take your business license, you won't be able to take care of your family. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Absolutely true. That's why we keep saying, prep, please. Because the one thing you're going to need, if that happens, is food.
And yeah, exactly. This. I've watched multiple channels talking about how we should all take China's stocking up as a sign that they are preparing for war because their population is too high for their resources. Exactly.
Yeah, but they
It
will
is. It
they
is.
will knock off sections of their population overnight. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
The fact that they were warning them at all about food kind of surprised me because they don't care.
They'll never tell us.
No.
Never.
No.
It sucks.
No. But I don't know. I don't want to say the less they tell me, the better. But at the same time, I don't want to hear from them most of the time.
No, I know. I know.
Paula saying that no one around her is prepping like we are. Yeah, I hear you. I tell my friends on a regular basis, what are you doing to make things better for yourselves in the upcoming year? I say that on a regular basis. What are you doing? Because I'm trying to get them to do something. And
Yeah.
most of them, I'm telling you, it's falling on deaf ears. And I've had to start telling them, I love you, but I'm not going to be there for you
That's
because
right.
you haven't listened. You haven't listened. If you started and maybe you couldn't do a ton, but at least you started,
Mhm.
that's one thing. Because everybody's at a different place with what they can do.
Right.
But people I know and I've known for decades, they're not listening at all.
Right.
I'm blown away by that. I
Right.
mean, they won't get that thing either. So they're not doing that. But they're not thinking about prepping.
Right.
And I hesitate even using that term around them. So I just say, please stock up.
Right.
That
And
doesn't mean come here and get it and
n-
stock up. It means
no.
go get it because it's cheap.
Right.
And by the way, all of my friends know where the food pantry is that I deal with. Go there because it's around the corner from your house. Go. They still don't.
Right. Well, it's just like Barbara just said. They will demonize us to cause division. They've caused so much division between
Yeah.
we the people. It's horrific. It really is.
Yeah.
Between those that have it, those that don't, okay? Those
Yeah.
that are of a certain mindset and those that are not.
Yeah.
They're calling us hoarders, for crying out loud.
I'm used to that. I don't care. I don't care. That does not affect me. It's not right, but it doesn't affect me. All right, I made it through my 2 cups of coffee, and it's been 2 hours.
Right.
Does anybody have anything they're wondering about? Any last minute anything? Sorry if I missed anything. Um, put it in all caps. We got a few more minutes here.
Yes, I know postal workers are exempt. I know.
Yeah, that probably has something to do with the big amount of money that they exchange.
Mm.
Lori, I agree with you 100%. Save as many souls as you can along the way.
Right.
I agree with you 100%. We're all here for a finite amount of time. Do the best you can while you can.
Yeah, funny, Portia, isn't it, that the White House employees are exempt?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, isn't that amazing? How'd that happen? Yeah. Military stockpiling beans. Connect the dots. Yeah. Little dots of beans. Yes. I agree.
All right, guys. It is 9 o'clock.
Yep. It is. Same time, same channel next week.
Yeah.
If anything comes up, maybe we do something in between.
Yes.
I'll let you know. Do you guys have anything you want to discuss next week? Put it in the comment section, and we'll do what we can to get to it.
Can I vacuum seal a 5-pound bag of sugar without O2 absorber? Of course, yes. Don't put an O2 absorber in there.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, or it will turn to a brick. So
Okay.
yes, you can vacuum seal it. That's what I do.
Mhm.
I do it in smaller quantities, but yes, you can.
Mhm.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Good night, everyone. I love you. Stay safe, stay positive, keep prepping, and as always, fearless.
Keep drinking coffee
And
keep
eating chocolate.
Yeah, keep your chocolate handy. All right.
Bye.